Good morning guys, welcome to Rod Building Basics. In this series I'm going to teach you how to build a custom fishing rod in short step-by-step videos that you can watch and rewatch until you get the process down for yourself. Today we're going to be talking about splining a blank, so let's get started. To start with, let's talk about a little theory. There are two ways to build a custom fishing rod. You can build it on the straightest axis or you can build it on the spline. Now if you go to Bass Pro Shops and you see all these pretty rods lined up and you walk down, they're going to look all extremely straight. You pull one off, you rotate it, you look at it, you'll see some bends in it. They build them on the straightest axis so they look pretty. They don't always function great. For example, last month I was on Toho fishing with Nathan and he hooks a 2.5 pound male largemouth in some scattered grass. And what you're seeing right now is him fighting this fish on a medium Abu Garcia Veritas. Nothing wrong with this rod. I used to fish a lot of them. But what happens right here is this rod snaps over its axis. Now, this rod was obviously built on the straight axis, and when he put it under a load, it snapped to the spline. It was a medium rod, so it didn't have any adverse effects. He could have lost his fish because there was a split second there where he had lost control of what was going on, but he recovered quickly, boated the fish, and the rod is fine. That rod will eventually explode. I used to fish Abu Garcia almost exclusively before I started building my own rods. In fact, I had several of those Veritas rods, and they are a good rod for its price point, probably around $125 a rod now. The problem is they build them to be pretty, they don't build them for performance. Now that we've talked about the difference in the two ways, let's talk about actually splining your rod. To start, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take some 1/2 inch masking tape and I'm going to come well ahead of where my reel seat is going to be, because I want to keep this tape on this blank through the process of building my handle. There are two ways that I've seen to spline a rod. Some people spline them from the bottom. I always spline from the tip. And the reason I do that, when whether it's correct or not, is arguable. But I feel that when you're fighting a fish, I want to match the experience when I'm splining a rod. So I've got the handle area, I've got the tip down in the carpet, and I'm putting a lot of tension on this like I'm fighting a pretty significant fish, and I'm going to roll this plank. And you saw it snap. That's the same snap that you saw with Nathan fighting that fish. Now I'm going to roll it again. That's a small snap. So sometimes rods have two splines, so you got to get the most predominant one. So let's try one more time. Alright, that's a pretty good snap. I'll take a pen and I'm going to mark the blank on the tape where that happened. This will be the bottom of my bill. This is going to be where my trigger is. Snap again, back to it. There's the secondary. There's the primary. That is the axis of this rod. That is the spline of this rod. And that's how we're going to build it. That's all there is to splining a rod. Put some tension on it, mark it, roll it, check it. It will make a better rod. It'll last a lot longer. Performance is going to be better for the lifetime of your rod. That's it for splining a rod, guys. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.